Sweet. So I'm gonna be pushing you live in 3, 2, 1. We're live.
Hello everyone, this is RazorFlameKun again, and next up we're going to be doing another Puzzle League game. This one is Pokemon Puzzle Challenge for the Game Boy Color. I'm going to be doing a similar challenge, similar run to the previous. I'm going to be doing challenge easy to intense for you today. Scroll is going to be off. That just means I can't raise the stack when things are clearing. So without further ado, we're going to be playing all 5 difficulties you see here. I can be fairly loose for the first 2 difficulties, but after that I'm gonna probably have to focus somewhat. So we're gonna go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So easy mode, you want to do combo and you want to do combo, basically same thing, combo and chain clear. How was that still? I'm surprised that that was actually still a 5 combo there when I moved it like 2 spaces. But yeah, that's basically what you're gonna see for the first 8 stages. This difficulty does not last very long. My PB in this difficulty is a 350. So this is gonna be a very fast run. You're also gonna hear my controller a lot during this run because that's just what you're gonna hear. My PB for this category, easy to intense, is a 112.46. But chances, I do not believe I can actually get a PB in this difficulty. It's just too hard of a intense, just too much of a thing that. It's just probably not going to be possible for me to be able to get a PB because of the huge RNG that Intense has. But we'll get to Intense in about 40 minutes or so. Again, I'm just playing a little sloppily for these first couple of fights have been a bit sloppy, so I'm not expecting to get a PB in this difficulty. I'll let you know if I get a PB in any of the difficulties along the way. If I'm able to, if I'm not, then I will let you know that too. But chances are I'm not going to get too much. That's too much. 6 chain was too much there. Chances of me getting a PB in this difficulty easy is very low because 350 is very close to optimized for me. This first difficulty only has 8 stages, so we have 3 left, and I have less than a minute to do it. So, like I said, probably not going to get a PB in this difficulty. And then that pause there, it's not going to help things either. Okay, good. Time-wise, we're looking for, if you're a really good player, you're looking for times between 10 and 15 seconds. Otherwise, if you're not a good player, you're looking for at least 15 or so second times. This is already the last stage of this difficulty. As soon as the cursor clears for that difficulty, we're able to move on to the next, and we're on to the next. So now we're on normal. Enemies have a lot more HP. Speaking of which, this game, since it's on the Game Boy Color, there is your enemy is a health bar basically, and that should be enough to kill. So you do combos and chains to deplete the health bar, and that's basically what you do for this entire for the entire run. Is although it gets more difficult in the later stages. In this difficulty, you have to do a bit more in order to kill your opponents. Normally, that's probably not going to be enough to kill. Oh, it was enough to kill. Cool. Normally, you have to do some combos and chains like in the previous game I played, but just in a different way. Just deal the damage that you need in order to defeat the opponent as quickly as you can. That should be good. Nope, should have done 7. Okay, that's fine. In case you're wondering, I did not get a PB in easy, got a 413. My PB in normal is a 653. There's 0 chance I'm going to get that. Just letting you know that right now. So don't get your hopes up for that. Especially when I get this bad luck. And I'm not playing nearly as well as I should. Okay, that was a very bad time for a normal. Normal, you're looking for like 15 to 20 second times, and that was a very bad time, so not happy with that, but it's a marathon run. I'm expecting a lot of that kind of shit to go on with this run. Okay, that was a good time. As we move up into difficulties, the opponents get more and more HP. Primate here is the one that's able to attack the fastest, as he is the one that starts closest to his maximum. Because each enemy has a hidden power bar, and he's the one that starts closest to the top of that hidden power bar, because that's the power bar is what determines when you get an attack, when the opponent gets an attack off, or heal. Enemies in this game can also heal, and you're going to see that aplenty in the later difficulties. This difficulty goes all the way to stage 12. I'm going to go to 7 here, because this opponent has more HP, and that was enough to kill. Perfect. Split-wise, worth about... I'm actually doing my splits wrong. I'm doing my splits wrong, so... I'll have to fix them after. Actually, I'm gonna do this really quick. I'm just gonna close my splits, because I I did the splits wrong for the entire run, so I'm not gonna have my splits open. Sorry about that, but I'd rather have no splits at all than having my splits be wrong. So again, apologies. I won't be able to tell you any information about splits for this run. But now we have the worst sound in video game history with Jinx. This is indeed the worst sound in video game history. Yep, paused a bit too early there. It looks like I'm starting to drop more frames. So apologies if you can't, you got a little bit of a blip there, but nothing I can do about it. What I did right there was a leg chain. The reason why it's called a leg chain should be pretty obvious. It's because that was also another leg chain right there. It's because it's two chains on different times, on different timers. That's pretty much how you explain it. So that's what happened there. But we're pretty soon coming up to the end of normal. Again, I do not expect this to be a PB, because my PB is actually insane on this difficulty. That should be good enough. Nope. Of course not, because this Pokemon has the most HP out of all of them in the entire game. That should be good. Nope. Okay, that's better now. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Murkrow, who is the fastest attacker in the entire game. Has the shortest power bar. Dropping frames again. Apologies again for drop frames, nothing I can do about it. There's a heal. Okay, that's normal. Now we're moving on to hard. So now hard, we're looking for very large chains. 9 chain kills Pidgey in 1 hit. It's very common for me to drop chains early in this difficulty, though. That should be good. Okay, so for hard, we're looking for 15. Good players are looking for 15 to 20 second times. Normal players are looking for 20 to 25 second times for the first 8 stages, and 25 to 30 for the last 5. Because hard adds another stage, so now we are at 13. As the final tally for the rest of the fights on all the difficulties. That should kill. Almost. That should kill. There are a few bugs in this game. We do not know what the cause. We know what causes one of them. That is the damage glitch. If you get 2 chains If you do 2 chains too close together, like the 2-3 chain you saw there, it only applies damage as if you got the 2 chain and just the 2 chain. The other glitch that we have in this game is the 0 HP glitch, or the zombie HP glitch, and that one we do not know what causes it. But it, we know it's an error in the rounding of the damage formula, and that's about it. But if I get it, you'll see the opponent's HP bar will appear empty, but it will not. It will be. It won't be empty. It'll due to the error in rounding, it'll have a very, very, very small, indistinguishable, unseeable amount of health. That usually means that it will lead into a heal, and there's nothing you can do about it. Again, I dropped the chain a bit too early there. Need on these fights, I need more. I need to be able to do more damage than that. I need 6, 7, 8 chains in order to do enough damage on this difficulty. Except for the final few fights, and where I'm going to need to 2 chains to kill, or a 1 long chain with combos in it. Ah, getting these leg chains. How nice. And that was I'm getting very good fights for this hard. Like, very good fights. You also notice that the opponents start throwing more and more garbage at you. That's normal. That should kill. Okay. So, time I'm aiming for this difficulty, my average time is about 10 minutes. I'm aiming for about 10 minutes for this difficulty. Anything higher than that, I'm not going to be happy with. There's also other techniques that I might go for. There's certain things you can try to do that are frame perfect, and then there's stuff like that which you have 2 frames to do. That is what I call a corner grab. You literally have 2 frames to grab the corner, to grab the panel from the corner, and then create a chain with it. The other technique you might see me try and do is catch a falling block in midair. That's frame perfect. And this game runs at about 60 frames per second, so I might try it a few times, but I'm not going to go for it like too much, because I don't see it's too high risk for too low reward. In these difficulties, you want to not clear garbage, because it takes time to clear the garbage. That should kill. There we go. So overall, this has been an average hard, which I'm fine with. The 2 difficulties I'm really worried about is super hard and intense, especially intense, because intense. Finishing times can vary a lot in that difficulty. Also, we're back with the worst sound in video game history. Sometimes there's like nothing you can do to actually not clear the garbage, because the panels that appear from the bottom are completely random. Okay, but that's fine. We finished Jinx off fairly quickly. If you thought Jinx was annoying now, Jinx is going to be a lot more annoying on Super Hard and extraordinarily annoying on Intense. And that's that fight. So that's about, on the Elite Four you want 25-30 second time, so that's fine. Really good players would want about 20 second times on the last 5 fights. Drop both of those chains early. So the reason why I'm able to stay at the top like I am is because this game has a very generous amount of stop time. You're able to stay at the top for the predetermined period of time before you actually die. And that period of time is about 3 to 4 seconds in this game. So you're able to raise all the way to the top in this game without dying. So that's you gain stop time by doing combos and chains at the top of the screen as well, and that increases the amount of time you're able to stay at the top. Again, fastest attacker, which also means it's the fastest healer in the game. Since it can attack the fastest, it is able to heal the fastest. That should be good, and that should kill. Perfect. 29 seconds is very good on Murkrow. You might have noticed that the HP of the opponents keep going up and up. That's going to increase substantially in the next 2 difficulties. It's going to increase a little bit in the next difficulty, and then it's going to increase a ton in the difficulty after that. That is also a 2-frame trick you will see me do sometimes. There's a heal too, but that should be a death. Perfect. So that's hard. Now we're on to super hard. PB in super hard is 15 something, 15-15. So now we're on super hard. Opponents are gonna have a lot more HP. Not gonna be able to kill in one chain. Gonna need to do more than one chain usually. Or a combination of chains with combos. That should be good. Almost. That should be good now. So in this difficulty, I think top times are between 20 and 30 seconds for some of the fights, and then 30 to 35 for some of the fights. I'm not sure about the top times, about the average times. My average times for these fights is about 45 seconds. But again, we're going to be wanting large combos with a lot of chains in them. Large chains with a lot of combos in them. Forgive me, it's been a very long day. Also, you're gonna start seeing, you might see a weird and interesting glitch where your opponent is going to be able to heal when they're not allowed to. Normally, they have to be below 40% of their HP before they can heal. We've recently discovered that super hard Pokemon opponents don't care about that, and they can literally fucking heal whenever the fuck they want. And it's really annoying. And it's happened to multiple people already. And we have no fucking idea what causes it. That was probably, yeah. I was about to say that might have been a damaged glitch because of the two chains so close together, but thankfully it wasn't. And that was a very, very, very good fight there. Also, I actually think my my super hard PB's actually a lot lower now, because I'm pretty sure I actually got a PB a few nights ago. I just can't remember what it is at this time. That was my mistake. Also in this difficulty, you're going to start to see garbage play come into effect. What garbage play is you're just using the garbage to chain and combo off of. Okay, we're good. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I actually decreased my super hard PB by a bit. Well, I want to say a week ago. I think it's something in the. I think it's. I broke the sub 15 mark, and it's like a 14 something now. Even that very long chain is not going to be enough to kill that opponent. That just goes to show how much HP these guys actually have. They have a, and I think that opponent healed. Yeah, he healed as well. So now you can see what one of the most aggravating. There's another one. That's the most aggravating aspect of this game. Is the fact that opponents can heal whenever they. They can heal almost whenever they want. There's some exceptions, of course, but like I said, they can only heal a certain number of times on super hard, and then on intense they can heal once they're below 40% HP. They can heal whenever they want, as many times as they want, because intense mode. That's not going to be enough to kill, of course. Hopefully I can kill him before he heals. Perfect. So far these fights have been very, very fast, which is good. Again, the steel blocks, if I didn't explain it, they count as a different kind of garbage block, so they clear separately from anything above and below it. So like there, the garbage block above it didn't clear. That's because I had to get rid of the block, the shock block before I could deal. Oh, here's the 0 HP glitch. Wonderful. Thankfully, it actually correctly dealt the damage after that. But that's a little taste of the 0 HP glitch. Usually it leads into a heal. Thankfully, that time it didn't and actually applied the damage correctly after that. So that was a very, very fortunate 0 HP glitch encounter. But now you can see that in this difficulty, they really start to throw the kitchen sink at you in terms of difficulty and stuff like that. They're starting to throw a lot of garbage and stuff at you. That should kill. Of course it's not going to, because he fucking healed. This is the game that gets me the saltiest out of all the games I run. Fuck you, Dragonite! Or not Dragonite, we're not there yet. Dragonair. That is what's the aggravating part about running this game is the fact that they can heal right as you're dealing damage that would kill them. Also, get ready to be annoyed. This is Jinx. Again. Worst sound in video game history. I will fight anyone on that comment, because I believe that to be 100% true. Worst sound in video game history. Here is where you're gonna have to start to deal with trash, deal with the garbage, and start to do garbage play. Because they just send too much garbage at you to be able, for you to be able to deal with it efficiently. Thankfully, you don't have to heal Jinx too much anymore. You have to deal with Jinx one more time. But as you can see, the opponents on this difficulty have quite a bit more HP than they did in the previous difficulties. And they also have a bigger propensity to heal. That's going to be even more the case in the next difficulty. Also, I'm not going to be able to talk at all during the next difficulty because of how difficult it is. There's a heal. That should kill. Okay, we got 3 stages left, 11, 12, 13, and then we have Intense. Intense is, in one word, intense. And you are going to get to behold that difficulty when we get to it. In terms of HP, this Pokemon has the most HP out of anyone in the entire game. We do not know why, probably because he's a fighting type Pokemon. There's probably a heal there, which is why he's not dead. There we go. On the Murkrow, who's the one that's able to deal the most damage, the one that's able to attack the fastest, sorry, has less HP than the previous Pokemon. And that should kill. That was a very good Murkrow fight. Very happy with that. Okay, we're on to last fight in this difficulty, which is Dragonite. Thankfully, haven't been trolled too badly in this difficulty. Only Dragonair was the only one that trolled me pretty badly in this difficulty. Come on. He also has, he doesn't have nearly as much HP as the previous Pokemon do, but as him on top does, but he still has a decent amount of HP. That is a stagger chain right there. Though it's pretty obvious why they're called stagger chains. You're going to see that a lot in the next difficulty. Okay, we're on to the next difficulty. Final difficulty. And this is the difficulty that is going to be the hardest. This is intense mode. On intense mode, they're just going to throw everything at you. Just watch. And yeah, just watch. Just gonna say garbage is gonna be off the top of the screen for this entire, for pretty much this entire fight. And like I said earlier, you're gonna see stagger chains all over the place in this difficulty. Also, once they're below 40% HP, they can heal as many times as they want, whenever they want, for a lot of HP. So key to this difficulty is to do a lot of chains as soon as possible. What you can tell when they're going to heal when they don't do anything for a period of time, or when they do a 3-chain. Fights in this difficulty can go on for a very, very long time, by the way. Longest fight I've had in this difficulty is like 8.5 minutes. But we're through the first fights. I'm lucky if I can get the fight done in just over a minute. Top times for getting stuff done is about 35 to 50 seconds. But that's all I'm going to be able to talk to you from now on. Now that you know all about this difficulty, I'm going to have to focus. So I'll see you guys later. And that's what a good intense fight looks like. Just in case you're wondering, I've never gotten a 0 continue intense run. It's always been more than 1 continue. It's always been 1 or more continues for every single time that I've done this. By the way, there's the frame perfect grab that I just did. Those are frame perfect at about 60 FPS. There's Eel. So sometimes when I deal damage, I actually have to account for a heal. That should be good. Alright. 4 down. No deaths yet. But hopefully you guys can see why this is called intense now. Ooh, just barely got that. Nice. Wow, that was a really good fight. Yeah, so this is the difficulty that takes the longest. My PB in this difficulty is a 2756, which I got about a month ago. Prior to that PB, I got 30-something. And then prior to that, I didn't get a PB in this difficulty for over 6 months. I had a 32-something for 6 months until I finally broke it. That was really, really hard on me to not get a PB in this difficulty for that long. Okay, that fight's done. Thankfully, I haven't dropped too many frames since I started this run. I've dropped about 1,500 frames, but I've been live like 3 hours, so that's not that many frames dropped. Again, one thing I should point out is that all of these opponents cannot be one-shot. They have so much HP that they just literally cannot be one-shot. No matter what, no matter the what size chain you throw at them. They cannot be one-shot. And here you can see the amount of garbage that that these opponents output on you. The main thing to watch in this difficulty is the HP bar, because that is what is going to oscillate the most. Okay, 7 stages down, still no deaths. That would be really cool if I could get a 0 death, a no continue intense, but chances of it happening are very low. Hasn't happened to me in ever. And I literally mean it hasn't happened to me ever. Never, I've never gotten it in any of my PBs. So whenever they start doing long chains like that, you really want to raise it to the raise your stack to the top as quickly as possible, because that way you're able to get more panels to work with. The more panels you have to work with, the more damage you're going to be able to do, and the quicker you're going to be able to defeat the opponents. There's a heal. There's another heal. There's another heal. They could even heal 2 times in a row if they want. Okay, that fight's done. Just given the times that I've been getting, I'm probably not going to get a PB, even though it'll be a 0. It might be a 0 continue run. Chances are I'm not going to get a PB because all the fights have been around the 1.5 to 2 minute mark. Here's the worst jinx in the game. Just because you have to listen to her the longest, and because she drops a lot of crap on you. So, hope you enjoy this fight. there's a heal. There we go. That's 9 down, 4 to go? Yeah, 4 to go. 10, 11, 12, 13. Crobat, again, it's probably the second worst sound in this game. And that's how much damage that big chain I just did dealt. It dealt about that much damage to that HP bar. So that should show you how much health these guys have. That should kill. There we go. Whew. So, now we're on to the 2 worst trolls in intense mode. Him on top, which has the most HP, and his heals are devastating, and Murkrow, who can heal the most. All these Pokemon are able to do up to 10 chains if they want. Every single Pokemon in this entire run, or not in this entire run, in this entire difficulty can do that. There's a 10 right now. You're in heal range. That's not good. Now I have to go super blitz mode to try and get him down as quickly as possible. There's a heal already. And there's a death. Went through. That's the furthest I've made it through without a death. In my entire history of running intense mode, that's the furthest I made it without dying. Oh well, there's death 1. That was my fault. That death was my fault. I just didn't leave enough panels for me to do anything with after. After I was just trying to go for the kill, and that's what happens when you go for the kill sometimes. You just straight up die. By the way, the combos I'm doing are, like, not... They're, like, hardly worth doing because they deal so little damage. 1 chain deals, like, a sliver of one of these guys' HP. Like, and when I say a sliver, I actually mean a sliver. Like, see this 5 chain? Dealt a little bit of damage, and that's it. But you do them so that you can get them down quicker, like the other difficulties. Oh, I should raise. The exclamation point blocks, the shock blocks deal more damage than regular blocks. That should kill. Okay, we're through him on top. With 1 death, that's fine. Alright. On to Murkrow, which is... This is probably the trolliest Pokemon out of all of them, because of the quick heals that she can do. You can see what I mean by quick attack. Just like that, you saw a 7 chain drop. That quickly. Heal range. There's a heal. I'm gonna do 1 more. And I'm gonna let it drop, and then that should kill. Perfect. 1 more fight, and then this run's done. Dragonite. Dragonite's a combination between Murkrow and Hitmontop. He can attack fast, but also is also fairly tanky as well. Alright, almost done. Time's gonna be coming up very soon. He healed though, so it's gonna take a bit longer. He healed again. Keep attacking, that's what I want to see. Gotta continue it now because he healed again. Okay, time. Whew. So that's easy to intense. And yeah, we are way ahead of schedule now. Dale, what was the final time?
You're looking at a 1:07:07.
That's a PB.
Nice, nice, congrats.
By 5 minutes.
Dang.
Well, actually more like 3, but the last one was an unofficial PB. So since we have like an hour and a half to spare, right?
We're looking at roughly an hour, yeah.
An hour, only an hour? I thought it was like an hour and a half.
We currently have, let me check here. Next up is Tetris Attack versus Con.
Versus computer.
6:37 p.m. versus computer. That does make sense.
6:30 Central or Eastern?
Eastern, so 5:37 for you, I believe.
Yeah. So then we got about an hour. So you can just keep the. So guys, since we're ahead of time, I'm gonna go ahead and do some. I'm just gonna play some more of this. I'm gonna do not that. I'm gonna do. There we go. I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna play marathon mode for you. It's different than versus computer mode or challenge mode, which you just saw. I'm gonna play normal for you, and we're gonna go. We're just gonna. You don't need a timer for this. I'm not gonna finish. I'm just gonna play. So we're just gonna go now. So marathon mode. Difference automatically. You'll see. I'm playing normal. First of all, normal has a 6 color. Otherwise, everything else is the same. The only difference is you're looking for just chains, no combos. You don't want any combos with the chains because you're trying to maximize score in this run. So anytime you get a chain with a combo, you waste panels and then you're unable to do things that you want to do, which is mainly just get a lot of points as quickly as possible. Did another frame perfect grab there. But yeah, normal. I'm playing normal just to show you guys something different, because six colors is very difficult to deal with. But the main thing you want to focus for is to get a lot of high chains, because the higher chains you get, the more points you get. So this is basically the whole thing that I'm going to try and do this entire run is get stuff like that done. That's my fault. Unlike in other difficulties, you're not allowed to raise all the way to the top. So I will just go back into Marathon, and I'll actually play on hard. Yeah, and we'll just restart that. So hard, only difference between hard and normal is how fast the panels drop. You'll see that they drop very fast. Which is actually good for me, because I actually really like the panels dropping fast. It also means that you have very little time to get chains. This is like the hardest, the fastest anything drops in this game. You'll see a lot of 4, 5, 6 chains in here, just because of how fast things drop. But I actually get to show off my speed here. Like my full speed here. Yeah, this is a mode I probably should have picked at the beginning, because this mode is a lot more fun for me to play, actually. It's also going to be the hardest on my arms. This is really hard on the arms. One thing to notice is the speed. The speed that you see, speed level, that is what determines how fast the panels move up. Scroll up. In hard, that speed level increases a lot quicker than in the other two difficulties. I did it again. That was my mistake. I pressed the B button too quickly. But, like I said, I'm just doing this to fill time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. I'll just go and retry again. Yeah, so like I said, purpose of this mode is to get as many points as possible. The fastest way to do that is to get a lot of high chains. On hard, it's very difficult to get high chains because of how quickly everything is moving and falling. Like as you can see, as you have seen already, this mode, things fall very fast. Also, the 6 color, I'm not used to playing with 6 colors, so that doesn't help either. There's a little bit of a leg chain there for you guys. I'll try and do as much swag as I can, within reason. Like, you've already seen some swag, like frame perfect grabs and everything. I'll try and do as much as I can, though, in this mode for you. Like I said, within reason, though. because I do want to actually get a fairly decent score as well. Let's see if I can actually break 99,000. Which seems like it'll take a long time, but it shouldn't take too long. It just depends on how lucky I get with the RNG in terms of which panels pop up. And so far it's been giving me the middle finger. Alright. Just, yeah, I'm not getting much to work with. There we go, got another frame perfect for you guys. Like I said, those are frame perfect, and it is literally 1/60th of a frame, roughly. Probably less, probably more strict on hard. On this difficulty that I'm playing than actually in game, so it's probably harder than that. Yeah, let's see if I should be able to get to 99,999 at least. It might take a bit, but I should be able to get there. Slowly but surely. I just have to watch the speed. Like I said, the speed is what this not the falling speed, but the panel the speed level and that you see under my score. Once that gets high enough, it'll start going up very fast, and that's what I have to be careful of, because it makes it a lot easier to die at the higher levels, and I have to start using stop time to my advantage. So you can see how much stop time I have left. That's how much the stop time is Jigglypuff. That is what shows how much stop time I have left. So right now I have 5 seconds, plus an additional couple of seconds at the top of the screen. This is an actual speed run that I'm doing. It is an actual category you can speed run in this game. It's just that not a lot of people do it because it's somewhat repetitive. But if you want to challenge yourself, by all means, go ahead and do it, because this hard, especially, is very difficult. Here we go. Good chain. Good chain. 11 chain. On hard is very hard to do. Wow, another pretty decent chain. So that just increased my score by like 10,000. But yeah, that should show you the difficulty of this mode. I mean, this hard should definitely show you the difficulty of this mode. This mode can be very difficult. Whenever I get something like that, that is actually very hard for me to read. So that's why you see me drop chains, that feature, that kind of pattern, very frequently because of that. Yeah, I'm fine with getting 4 chains all day because, like I said, it's very difficult to get high chains when you're dealing with the fast panel drop speed. In addition with everything else that goes along with this. Ooh, got another frame perfect for you guys. More swag. Like I said, those are really difficult to get. And I've gotten 2 of them already. That's like some of the that's like the hardest thing you can do. The second hardest thing you can do in this game. So at this point, the level speed level's too high for me to be able to continue doing what I've been doing, which is raising. Now I actually am going to have to I'm still going to raise it, but I'm going to only raise it if I have a combo like this. Then I just do that, and then I can go ahead and deal with getting any chains and combos I can with the stop time I have, which is indicated below the speed level. So that's how the rest of this is going to go. And we're at 27,000, that's good. But like I said, hard is hard as hell. And it also really, you don't want to play it too much because you can really hurt yourself. And I'm not joking, like my arm is actually already pretty sore. Just because of how fast I've been having to play. There's another 2-frame window there. Those are pretty hard to get. Also, horizontal inserts like the one I was trying to do there are much harder to do on hard. $30K. Ooh, got that. That's also a couple frame window there. So like I've already gotten a couple frame perfect things and a couple frame window things for you guys. So you have been seeing some good play here. But now you can see why I have to start doing the combo thing, because if I don't, I die. That's literally how this part works. Here's a combo. A little bit too late there to get that. All right. Whew. I actually haven't played on hard difficulty in this game in a long time, so this has been a pretty good workout in terms of cursor speed and that. We're about a third. We're over a third of the way there now. Missed that. Frame perfect. Oh well. It's more often than not that I'm gonna actually miss it. Okay, getting some of these chains, which is good, is helping at least. And even though I said that you don't want to do chains or combos in Marathon, sometimes you have to because you got like nothing else you can do. But now you can see like literally how fast the speed can actually get in this mode. And it just starts to ramp up around here. But I've just not been able to get too much of anything going. Other than that 111 chain that I got earlier. But we are... I was expecting this to take a while anyways. Still getting some moderate chains, which do help with the score eventually. Even chains with the combos do help. That was close. And that is the danger of playing this, of playing on Marathon, is that can happen. And it can happen very fast. Okay. So we're about 40% of the way there now. Yeah, this is pretty intense to get good chains on this difficulty. There we go, got a 6 chain. Another 6 chain, or 7 chain. A little bit early there. You want to wait until you're there. When the panels start dancing, that's when you want to do this. If you do it any earlier, you will get a lot less stop time. And you really need stop time on this when you're playing this, when you're starting to play on this speed, because of what you already saw happen to me a little bit earlier, where I almost died because it just went up so fast. Still getting good chains here. I don't even know how that chain how that combo worked, to be honest with you. Okay, about halfway there. Optimally, you would start a chain with the combo that you use to help. Yeah, with a combo, you would start a chain with that, but I'm not really able to do that because of how fast things are moving for me. Get this over here. Okay, we're over 50k now. $53K. That was some really good play there. I think that was a leg chain as well. There's another frame perfect. Here we go, got a 8 combo there I can work with. But we should be maybe another, I don't know. Kind of hard to determine on this difficulty how much time left this is going to be, but it should be fairly short. Missed that. Should still be fine though. Yeah, the amount of stop time you get is also reduced in hard. There's 2 more 5s in a row, or 6s in a row. Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing things now, which is not good. There we go, another 6. We're a third of the way there. Alright, let's see what I can do here. Not much. Well, the good news is that I still have a combo here. I got another combo I can work with. Got another combo I can work with. Still getting the chains I need. Another 6. Now we're a third of the way there. Two-thirds of the way there, sorry. That's a 2-frame window I hit. Okay, got another combo I can work with. Just not finding much I can work with that would get me a lot of high combos or high chains, because I'm constantly under pressure by stuff from the top. I mean, I'm fine getting these small chains. It's just that it's going to take a lot longer of a time to get these, to get the score that I need with these small chains. All right. Okay, we're over 70K. Okay, that's fine. We've taken up enough time. Almost made it, but that's going to be it for this little filler segment. I'm sure that we should be able to start the next run very soon. So, thanks for watching. If you are interested in learning how to play Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, feel free to hit me up on Discord, RazorFlame hashtag number 0016, or you can visit Puzzle General Discord. And ask anyone there how to get started. You can also visit the speedrun.com board to learn how to play as well, if this interests you. Next up we have Tetris Attack, easy to very hard, and I should have a commentator for that, so why don't we go ahead and start that shortly.